that's that part of it. And then well, I want to shift gears here a little and tell you a little bit about what it is that I do. And what I do is, the best way I can say it, I say I'm a spiritual life coach, a law of attraction teacher, teach in the law of attraction. You guys know all about this. And I would say what it is that I do is I help people to turn their blocks into blessings. That's the simplest way that I could put it. And to be honest with you, I've put a lot of time and energy trying to explain this to people. It's almost like I have to have a session with somebody for them to have an experience of what it really is. I just can't seem to put it into words. However, there's a story that I want to share with you that I feel explains it better than anything that I could ever tell you. And I want to share that story with you. And I want you to imagine if it's about 1980 and I was about 10 years old. And you're sitting in my kitchen with me. And I have this nice blue kitchen. I'm at the kitchen table. And my mom has me at the table. And she has me painting. Just painting at the table with me. And she's painting a painting. And I'm painting a painting. And we're working on this painting. And I'm having so much fun. I'm with my mother. And I'm enjoying doing this painting with my mother. And we're working on scenery, outdoor stuff. So I'm painting this tree. And I'm into it. I'm like, wow, this is a great tree. And I just remember how much I was into it. And at some point in time, while I was painting this tree, I stopped and I looked over at my mother's tree. And then I looked at my tree. And then I looked at her tree. And then all of a sudden, I was not liking my tree. Because I thought her tree looked like a real tree. And my tree looked like a lollipop. And so I was getting upset. And then I said, I don't want to do it anymore. I'm done. I quit. And she's like, my mom was like, well, what's that? What happened? What's happening? What? And she said, and I just said, your tree looks like a real tree and mine doesn't look like a real tree. And I don't want to do it anymore. I quit. I'm going. I'm leaving. And my mom said, well, wait. And she said, oh, Michael, your tree is so beautiful. It's beautiful. And if you knew my mother, she always said things like this all the time. So it actually irritated me even more. What I was saying, you always say things like that. You always say, tell me my tree is beautiful, or whatever. She says whatever she needs to say. But she was, she's my mother, so she was serious in her heart. She believed that it was beautiful. But I didn't. And so I said, I don't believe it. And she said, okay, wait, I want to show you something. And I said, okay. And I had my arms folded and I'm standing, I'm ready to leave. And I said, what is it? And she said, watch, I just want to show you something. She takes a little bit of color, some yellow or something like that. She starts putting it in this tree. And she's dabbing it around the tree. She said, look, do you see that? Do you see that? And I'm looking and I'm like, no, I'm not seeing anything. And then she says, okay, you get some color. So I get some color. I don't know what color it was. What color do I get, Mom? Any color. I get the color. I start putting this color in this tree and I'm dapping it around the tree, right? And then I'm getting into it a little bit. And then she's getting more color and putting it in the tree. I'm getting color, putting it in the tree. And then we just start working on this tree together. And we're putting all these colors into this tree. And I got to tell you, by the time I was done with that, and I remember this so vividly in my mind, when I was done with that tree, when we were done with that tree, I thought it was the most beautiful tree in the world. I can remember that. And my mom took that tree and we put it up on the bulletin board and we look at it every day and we talk about it like it was the best tree ever painted. And I'm sharing that story with you because one day, I knew this story my whole life. Me and my mother would talk about it, but about maybe 6 months ago when I was trying to think of what I do and trying to explain it to people, that story came to me. And it just hit me. It hit me so hard. And I felt so grateful because whatever it is that my mother did with me at that kitchen table, that's what I do with people. It's like I help people to see that their tree is beautiful. My tree was already beautiful before that. You all already know that. But I wasn't thinking that it was. And whatever it is she did, I don't even know what it is. That's what I do. And when I realized that, a wave of gratitude just hit me. And I was just crying in tears, and my mother passed away a few years ago, and I'm just thanking her and feeling so grateful. Thank you for giving me that gift or showing me that gift that I have. And so this feels like this is a way that I am a gift to the world. It's an essence in the beingness that I express in whatever it is that I'm doing. So it's not even about what I'm doing. I could be doing anything. But that essence, it's imbued in all my doingness, whether I'm with my friends, whether I'm with coworkers, whether I'm doing my business as a life coach, whether I'm standing here with you. That's involved in it.